Inganye fe inyemime ke inanime. I said greetings to you all, my friends and my family, because I've got a YouTube family now. And I know some of my family members do watch me on YouTube as well. So greetings to you all. This is a continuation of our Ga language lesson. With the first lesson I did a while back, I realized that viewers are very much interested. So as promised, I am going to do a continuation of it. I know there are language lessons where the tuition of the language is done in the language itself. I have sat in such classes myself, and what I realized is that I get lost with the whole lesson because it's being done in the language itself. So to make it much easier, I am going to carry on with teaching the Ga language both in Ga and English. So I will teach the language in Ga and then I will explain in English to make it easy for anyone who doesn't have a clue about the language at all to be able to understand what I am saying. Okay, so we are going to carry on with where we left off with our last lesson, which is the reasons why the months of the year have been given the names that they have. We left off with our last lesson trying to understand the meanings of the months of the year in Ga language. The word month in the Ga language is called Nyong. So Nyong Kome is 1 month, Nyojin Enyo is 2 months, Nyojin Eten is 3 months, and so on. In our previous lesson, I taught how to count in Ga, and in this case, I'm trying to count the months in Ga, as in whether it's singular or plural. So Nyong is 1 month, or Nyong Kome. Nyojin Enyo is 2 months. Nyojin means plural, is the plural for Nyong. So moving on in this lesson, the main reason why I went back to the old lesson is for us to try and understand why the months have been given such names. January is Ahala Bata. January signifies dryness. It's very dry in the month of January. The leaves fall off the plants and there's a lot of dust as well. So January is called Ahala Bata. Then we have February or Flo. February is a time when we have a lot of flowers. So we call the month of February in Ga Oflo. Flowers is called Fofoi. Flowers in Ga is called Fofoi. So there are a lot of flowers in the month of February. The month of March is called Ocho Klikli in the Ga language. Ocho Klikli. This is when it is very hot and sunny. And then April is Abebe. That is when we have a lot of butterflies. In Ga, we call butterflies Abe. So Abebe. And then that is the month of Easter and the planting season. And then there's a lot of greenery in the month of April. And then in the month of May, we call the month of May Agbeena. that is the rainy season, the harvesting season, and then the fishermen also have a great catch from the sea. So that is May, Agbe na. Then we have Otu Kwajang. Otu Kwajang is the month of June. It signifies many stars appearing in the sky. That is Otu Kwajang. Then we have the month of July. We call the month of July Mawe. That is when the sea becomes colder. The fishermen are able to make a lot of catch from the sea. And then also there's a lot of sea breeze. That is the month of July, and we call that Mawe. And then we have the month of August. We call that Manya Wale. Manya Wale is a season for the Homowo festival. The Homowo festival is a festival for the Ga people, and it begins in the month of August. And then also farmers are able to harvest a lot from their farm. So that is Manya Wale. Manya Wale, the month of August. And then we move on to September. September, we call September Gbo. Gbo is when we have a lot of rain. Okay, so that is Gbo. Then we have October. October is Anton. We call the month of October in the Ga language Anton. That is when it's very sunny, and then also there's a big star that appears in the sky surrounded by 3 small stars, and then also it's very windy in the month of October, so we call it Anton. And then we have November, Alemle. We call the month of November Alemle, and in this month there's dry wind, and then there's sunny and hot periods as well, and stars are seen in groups in the sky, so we call the month of November Alemle. And then December is Afwabe. Afwabe signifies very misty weather. Okay, so that is the month of December. We call it Afwabe. It's very misty during this month. So these are the names of the months of the year and the reasons why they have been named as such. So in the Ga language, we use what is happening around us to name the months of the year. For example, the stars, how windy it is, how the farmers are able to harvest, how the fishermen are able to catch a lot of fish, how the stars appear in the sky. So these are the things that our ancestors used to name the months of the year. This is the reason why I had to go back to the previous lesson, because I said I will be explaining why the months have been named as such. In today's lesson, I am going to read to you about Kakum National Park. I hope you have heard about Kakum National Park. This is a park in Ghana where tourists go and visit. And I'm going to read to you in the Ga language. This is a story about some friends who have visited the Kakum National Park. The reason why I am reading to you the story is that I'm sure that through reading of this story, you'll be able to learn some words in the Ga language. Okay? And if I'm not able to read everything today, then I'm going to continue another time because it's quite a lengthy story. So here we go. Bikole nanemei kume te ameyasra kakum kolemli yegua manse. Many osusuo ake amete femo. Amemin tawo ameyakwe drown kolo. So this is saying that one day some friends went to visit Kakum. What do you think they went to do? They wanted to go and have a look at some animals. Biko. Bi is one day. Biko. It signifies a time. Biko le. Naneme. Naneme is friends. If you go back to my introduction when I started this video, I mentioned the word naneme, which is friends. So bikole naneme kome, some friends. Te ameyasra, they went to visit Kakum kolemli. They went to visit the Kakum forest. Yegua manse. So the Kakum forest, this is a location of the Kakum forest. So the Kakum forest is located in Cape Coast. And in Ghana, we call Cape Coast Gua. Gua manse. Many osusuo ake amete femo. Many. What do you think they went to do? Many osusuo. What do you think? Many osusuo ake amete femo. What do you think they went to do? This is answering that question. Amemin tawo ameyakwe drang koloi. They wanted to go and have a look at animals in the forest. No kwelo leke ame ake. Ame kata chu lo koloko he keke. So they are now at Kakum, and the person who takes care of the place is Nokwelo. Nokwelo leke ame ake. Ame kata cho lo ko hikeke. The caretaker of the place or of the Kakum forest told them not to touch a tree or an animal just for the sake of it. The name of the word or the verb to tell in Ghana is care. So nokwelole care ame. Ame is them. Eke ame ake. He told them that they shouldn't touch a tree or an animal just for the sake of it, or they shouldn't touch it when they have not been given permission to. Okay? No kwelole ke ame ake. Ame kata cho loko he keke. Agba kakadan ko senshin ye ko namely. Ekole ashe mwenchu sodoi nyongma ke enyo. This is saying that there is a canopy at Kakum. The word canopy in Ghana is agba kakadan. I'm going to read over this again. It says agba kakadan kosenshin yeko namely. Agba kakadan, a long canopy hangs up in this forest. Okay? Ekwole ashe wenchu sodoi nyoma ke enyo. Ekwole, the height. Ashe is about. Wenchu sodoi nyoma ke enyo. So it's using the height of a story building to describe the height of the canopy. In the Ga language, we call a story building Wenchu. Wenchu. Kakum agbaneji eheno clen clen ni afe ye Africa. It's saying that this Kakum canopy is the first ever to be built in Africa. Now let's look at that sentence again and learn some words. Kakum agba ne ji eheno clen clen. Eheno clen clen is the first ever. Eheno clen clen ni afe ye Africa. The first ever canopy to be built in Africa. Eka shi keje kole hekome keyagbe hekokro. So it's saying how it's been laid out. It's been laid out from one end of the forest to the other end of the forest. Ekashi means it's trying to describe the layout of it. Ekashi keje from kole hekome keyagbe hekokro. It is laid out from one end of the forest to the other end of the forest. Saraloi nyo agba neno keji amemin tawo amena koloile jogba. So visitors, that is Saraloi. The visitors walk on the canopy when they want to see the animals properly, or when they want to see the animals very well. The words in this sentence to learn are Sraloi, visitors. Nyo, they walk. Agbaneno, we know the word agba already, which is canopy. Keji ame mean tawo. If they want, ame mean tawo. Keji, if ame mean tawo, they want. Okay? Keji ame mean tawo. Amena, to see. So every time you hear ame, is referring to them, a group of people. Ame mean tawo, they want. Amena, to see. In Ga language, the word for to see is na, to see. Keji ame mean tawo, amena koloile jogban. If they want to see the animals very well. Sraloi nyo agbaneno. Keji ame mean tawo amena koloile jogban. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope this lesson has helped you to learn a few words in the Ga language. In the next lesson, we are going to carry on reading about the story of the friends who visited the Kakum National Park. Until then, see you in the next video. Bye.